Hi, it's not really a layout update today. I just thought I'd show you a couple of things that I've decided to buy over the weekend, and I think one of them was late last week. So this arrived actually this evening, and all I've done is just open the box just to make sure what was inside is what I thought it was going to be. I've not opened up any of the other packaging yet. Let's just put that to one side. So this is just one I purchased on eBay. As you can see, we have Class 25, and this is Class 25 in BR blue, so R068. It's one of the very early models. I remember having one of these when I was very young. I think I paid £10 for it when I was probably about 10. So let's have a look. This one has cost me, I think, £22 all in, and it is boxes in fairly good condition. A couple of bits of shelfware, not bad for a something 45 years old, roughly. A little bit extra polystyrene by the seller. As we can see, actually in very good condition. I'm sorry about the light, but I'll zoom in a little bit. So, not done any running, anything like that. May not be the most professional unboxing video, but I just quite like the Class 25s. I've had a couple of Class 25s in the past. I've modified them. I think I'll be keeping this one as an original. I do have another one that's slightly modified so far. I'm going to sort of fit some fine glazing into that, flush glazing. So we'll do a video on fitting that, and I'll get a better setup as well for getting these videos up and running. I will try this on the layout, just so you can see how that's all going. I do have a couple of other things as well. This arrived also at the weekend, and this is bits for the layout. So this was from West Hill Wagon Works. So we'll unbox that one at a slightly later date, a slightly later time. And at the weekend I also purchased this from Malcs Models in Ilkeston. So brilliant shop. I posted a video on one of my other channels. I will repost that video on this channel as well. Brilliant model shop, really good guy, Malc, really good prices. Obviously if you want to buy this online, you're going to be paying plus the postage, so £14, we know, absolutely great price. These kits are good. They're obviously made in Derbyshire. I've actually done a walk over the Benley Viaduct a couple of times, and it's good to do. So But I will do building of this, video of building this kit, to just show you how easy these are, or how difficult. Not actually opened it, not ever built one of these, so it will be the first time building this. Hopefully there's no mistakes, because as it's not one that you print off like scale scenes, you cannot just reprint and start again, you've got to rebuy. So hopefully we won't go wrong when we do that in the future. Something else I bought, and it was actually, I didn't realise on the YouTuber that I was buying it from, and it was, I've actually put it into a different box at the moment, but it's a Lima class 121, and we'll go over that, and it's actually from Locomotion Motion. I didn't realise it was actually him that was selling it. I just saw it, noticed it was nicely detailed, wasn't overly expensive, including all the postage. It did cost me £40, so it's quite expensive for a Lima model, especially an old one. He did actually throw in a free gift, so we can open those as well. But let's do a quick test and just see how this one runs. Just on the layout, I don't know how this layout's going to run yet, because if you watch the last video, you'll see that I only just started to weather the track. I haven't done any more really real world testing on this layout. So if the Locos runs, it could be everything's working on the layout, or or it could be we've got a Loco problem. So let's put that on there. I'm actually going to use a Gauge Master Combi controller today, rather than just a 9V battery. Normally I just use 9V battery. It's brilliant for testing items. So you can never overload anything, and if anything's going to go wrong or a short, it's not going to damage any controllers or anything like that. So I just like to test normally with that. In fact, I would normally test a Loco just with a 9V battery across the terminals, just to see. As you can see, I opened this, we've not even checked it yet, so I'm not even sure which direction it's going to run, if it is going to run. So power, I've got power to the track. And don't seem to have anything. The lights are, so let me just pan across. So you can probably see turn it up and nothing. Okay, so may need to have a look at that. I mean, the seller did say it hadn't been run for a long time, so let's just no power. Nothing at all. I did notice the lights coming on one end. Might be able to just see on the video there. But, I will get some better lighting. I mean, actually just in a temporary room at the moment, so and I've not got the really light above me, so I will get something a little bit better than where we are at present for future videos. But we'll need to have a look at this one, and we'll have a look at that one in a future video, see if we can get this running. but I just thought this is completely straight out of the box. It's a non-runner at present. I can't really see why, you know, won't be anything drastic to fix these. They're pretty basic in the way of, you know, mechanism. So we'll put that to one side. And we'll fix that on a later video. I think the next unboxing, all I've done is I've opened it, just removed the address, and then let's have a look at what we've got. So I had some ground signals, and these are 3D printed. His prints are actually quite good, and once you've painted them up, done a little bit of light weathering, his products are really good quality, and I would sort of say to anybody, order them. They're very good value, and obviously they really fit for the purpose of making a small depot like this really come alive. Ordered some depot point levers. Actually you get 5 in a pack, and I've got 6 points on this layout, so I did order 2 packs. So I will be building these, get them on the layout. These are all the sorts of things that you need to put on before you start really doing the ballasting. So all this needs painting, building. Now his buffer stops are really good quality, and they really do look the part once you've painted them up. Obviously they're in brown, and you don't really want them in brown. You'll need to do them in a black, maybe a little bit of rust on them, you know, a bit of weathering. But get them on before you do the ballasting. It just makes it a lot easier. And also when you come to do the weathering for the ballast, some of the weathering will get sprayed onto these and they'll just start to look a little bit dirty, look the part. I've ordered 3 packs of these, and we will go through building these up. They're very easy to build. I've used them previously. These are the code 100. I've also used, I think it's the code 75. On a previous layout. This track on this layout is all code 100, and it's using insulation frog points. Like there's 3 set track points just because of the size of the layout, and 3 streamline points, so to match them all up I did them all up, and I've used code 100 Pico track. So that was really what I wanted to go through of what I've purchased in the last few days. As you can see, we've got a few things to build up before we start ballasting, and we've got a loco to fix. Oh, I did sort of say that I did get this from Locomotion. I've put it into this Hornby box. I just had a spare box from one of the coaches. I'm not sure where the box actually came from originally, but it fits this Lima train, you know, DMU. It's not technically correct as a DMU because it's not a multiple unit, it's only a single unit. So, but it is actually quite a nice example. It's a very early one, and if you want to see more of this, have a look at Locomotion's video on this. There's been some weathering applied, picked out the detail on the handles. There is a little bit of glue on the top, but I'm going to do a little bit of weathering on the roof. Blends this little bit of glue in. It's got nice sort of exhaust pipes on the on the front there. It's got a aftermarket numbering on the front. I would say it's a little bit oversized, but have a look at this video. It does run. I have tested this. It's had extra pickups fitted, so it means it's a little bit more reliable. In fact, we can just drop it on. And obviously with these old Lima models, they use the old, it's not the best motor. Lima made very nice models in the day, but very poor motors in my opinion. So I will fit a CD motor into this, and we'll go through fitting the CD motor. It means it uses a lot less current, it starts a lot smoother, and it always is a lot quieter. And I fitted a couple of CD motors to previous Lima models. I've also got a DC stay alive system that I'd like to show as well. I've fitted that to a couple of locos in the past, and it gives a DC flywheel. So if your locomotive's not got a flywheel, you want to run it on DC, it's a really cheap option, and a really good way of just sort of, it doesn't give it a lot of stay alive, but it might give you just enough to get over, say, a point that's not quite as good, you know, or you've got a dead spot, and the locomotive, you know, especially when it's a Lima one and it's very limited on pickups, it will help it over those. It gives it it's only about half a second at the most if it's on high power. You know, if it's on low power, you're obviously going to get a lot less, but I'll give you an idea of that on a later video. So thank you very much for this evening, and you know, watching, and hopefully we'll have some more layout building. I want to try and do a little bit most evenings, so the next part will be putting some, putting the sleepers in where we've got all the gaps, and then we'll start to build the buffer stops up and the rest of the bits that I've got from West Hill Wagon Works, and we'll go from there. Okay, thank you very much.